Welcome to News QCU. My name is Katrina Flagne, your resident host. So our news for today is about the copyright. It refers to the legal right of the owner of intellectual property.
Intellectual piracy has become a lucrative industry in the country today because it offers a less hostile environment to the software piracy. As compared to the growing vigilance of our Asian neighbors, pirated software in the form of CDs, DVDs, and similar optic products are often sold at ridiculously low prices in the streets. Based on the 2000 figures, our software industry had lost about 27.1 million US dollars or about 1.4 billion pesos in revenues as a result of 51% piracy rate. My name is Lance Vincent Garcia and I'm also your resident host.
We invited some people who will help us to understand our news topic for today. Here is Ms. Ramos to explain the law that governs and protects all intellectual property in our country.
Thank you, Ms. Katrina Flagne. Good day, I'm Violin Ramos. So, Republic Act number 8293 or RA 8293 is also known as the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines, which governs and protects all intellectual properties within the Philippines. Basically, the whole law or act states that the Philippines will be administering, preserving, and protecting specific intellectual property rights. It is also the policy of the state to streamline administrative procedures of registering patents, trademarks, and copyright, to liberalize the registration on the transfer of technology, and to enhance the enforcement of the intellectual property rights in the Philippines.
Here are Julius Imperial and Jeffrey Balondo to continue.
Hi, I'm Julius. In Section 4 of Republic Act number 8293, the term intellectual property rights consists of copyright and related rights. It refers to the protection of literary, scientific, and artistic pieces or domain. Trademarks and service marks. Trademarks could be a word, a group of words, sign and symbol, logos, and a combination of all, which identifies the primary source or origin of products and services as one entity differing from the rest. Geographical indication. It can be either be a name, a sign used by for a particular product or a scientific geographical location. Industrial designs, patents, layout designs, topographies, or of integrated circuits, and protection for undisclosed information.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Borja Balondo. The punishment that will be given under the issue of infringement, Chapter 17, Section 217, Criminal Penalties. By Section 217.1, any person infringing any right secured by provision of Part 4 of this Act or aiding or abetting such infringement shall be guilty of a crime punishable by A. Imprisonment of 1 year to 3 years plus a fine ranging from 50,000 to 150,000 pesos for the first offense. B. Imprisonment of 3 years and 1 day to 6 years plus a fine ranging from 150,000 to 500,000 pesos for the second offense. C. Imprisonment of 6 years and 1 day to 9 years plus a fine ranging from 500,000 pesos to 1,500,000 pesos for the third and subsequent offenses. D. In all cases, subsidiary imprisonment in case of insolvency.
I'm here to discuss the ways to avoid the issue, and my name is Jimena Marta Lucero. In Section 157, Power of Court to order infringing material destroyed. 157.1, in any action arising under this Act in which a violation of any right of the owner of the registered mark is established. The court may order the goods found to be infringing be, without compensation of any sort, dispose of the outside channels of commerce in such a manner as to avoid any harm caused to the right holder, or destroyed, and all labels, signs, prints, packages, wrappers, receptacles, and advertisements in the possession of the defendant, bearing the registered mark or trade, name or any reproduction, counterfeit, copy, or colorable imitation thereof, all plates, molds, mattresses, and other means of making the same shall be delivered up and destroyed. 157.2 In regard to counterfeit goods, the simple removal of the trademark affixed shall not be sufficient, other than in exceptional cases, which shall be determined by the regulations, to permit the release of the goods into the channels of commerce.
For the ethics and values, set and enforce high standards of ethical behavior at home, at school, and in the community. Talk about ownership of intellectual property and make the integral or moral connection tip of physical property. Set a good example by not violating copyright laws. Check the computers your children and students use for new software, media files, and music on a regular basis. That's all. Again, I'm April Joy Medina at your service. We should follow our laws so that we can get into trouble. Again, I'm your resident host, Katrina Lagne.
I'm Lance Vincent Garcia, and this is QCU News. Thank you and good day.